Hey everybody, how are you all doing? Today I'm taking a look at the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman 1984 Gold Armor Wonder Woman. And I can't believe that I did that on the first try. This figure is fantastic. If you watch any other reviews and they tell you that this figure sucks, they're lying to you and to themselves, because this is so fun. Like, you really just, I can't express just with words how fun this figure is. So first, let's take a look at her accessories. She comes with the traditional McFarlane flight stand, which I would get, but it's somewhere else, and it's boring. It doesn't really serve the purpose that it needs to that well, I would say. But her wings are just fantastic. They're not pliable, but they're also not a complete hard plastic. So that's pretty good. So you don't, like, if they fell off the shelf, it most likely would not break. Don't hold me to that, though. And then got the standard McFarlane joints for the wings, which I did not know that we would see, which means you can do this, which I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. Let's get her into her position here. So you can see on the back here, the peg holes, and you just plug them in. Let's do that on camera. There you go. It's a little tight fit, but you'd rather have it be a tight fit than have it be loose, right? So you just gotta be careful. You don't want to accidentally push too hard and then, like, I don't know, either chip the paint or snap it or something, but I don't think it would snap because of how thick these joints are. But like I said, don't hold me to that. So let's see. There we go. I got it. There we go. But look at that. Just look at it. Why are they... There we go. Let's get her all situated here. Look at that. How fantastic is that? And she really cannot, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think she can stand with the wings on like this, which I know that's probably something that people will be like, oh, it sucks. McFarlane's terrible at making figures. Shut up. They're not terrible at making figures. They make really good figures. They've made good Walking Dead figures. They make good DC figures. I'm not an apologist for McFarlane. They definitely have their caveats, and they do suck a lot of the time. But a lot of the time, it's about 60-40. Because their Fortnite stuff from McFarlane's pretty good. They have a lot of good stuff. I'm not going to lie. Are you going to stand? I think I can do it. I bet you I can do it. I bet you that I can do it. Damn right I can do it. And my dog just kicked open my door. Hi, Lucy. But yeah, she can stand, and I think it's a little awkward, but this was just an on-the-fly thing, so it worked. And now let's take a look at her articulation real quick, and then we'll go over the detailing. So her head can go up that far. Head can go up that far. Head can go down that far. Nice pivot. Nice rotation. Shoulders can go up all the way. Holy jeez, they can go up all the way. But you do have to be careful because these are not on a hinge like how Hasbro does their stuff sometimes. They're just kind of like a pliable material. If you leave it, like, you know, up her arm up all the way for a long time, I guarantee you that it would cause some problems. But she has a butterfly joint, which is pretty good. Rotation in the arm, or in the bicep. Double jointed. Okay, here, let's go over the wings real quick so I can take the wings off. Because the wings are making it a little hard for me to show this on camera. So the wings, they can rotate, all that stuff. They can go back, so you can have her be like this and have them like that. So, okay, there you go. Let's get these off of her. Ugh, come on, there you go. Punch my set, whoops. So, let's go over, we'll just start it again. And cut. Going over the detail here, I think this looks like Gal Gadot. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this looks so bad. How could they do so bad? It doesn't look that bad, honestly. Like, it looks enough like her. It looks kind of like an animated version of her, but, you know, hey, this is their first time trying to do Gal Gadot's likeness, and if people want to talk trash on it and be like, man, this is so bad, look at all of the Mattel figures that they made. Look at every single Mattel figure that look at every single DC Multiverse figure that Mattel made. Look at every single one of their faces, DCUC or otherwise. Most of them, like human faces, you know, not wearing a mask or anything like that, other than like the Aquaman movie one, and that just Aquaman, and then Shazam maybe. Every single one of those looked like absolute trash. So I don't want to hear it. This is a damn good try for the first time. And don't get me wrong, I love those figures. They're just absolute trash. Not the DCUC figures. I love the old DCUC figures, but I'm saying the faces aren't that great. And really, you can't fight me on that because you know it's true. So the head can go down that far. Pretty good. Can go up. Not really. Can tilt to the side, rotate. Shoulders can go all the way up, which is fantastic.
but be careful because this is not a hinge up here. Her shoulder pads, they're not hinges, they're just a pliable material, like on top, like they're like an overlay piece. Kind of like, I think that this whole torso, like up here-ish area, is like an overlay. So you just got to be careful. You don't want to tear this, you know, because if you leave the arm up too long, it will tear probably. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which go up all of the way, which is something that McFarlane is beautifully ahead of Hasbro with. Like, come on, Hasbro. Standard McFarlane joints for the hands. Hands can go, you know, normal, standard stuff, and then you do that and rotate it, and then she can go up and down, which is pretty good. So that's pretty cool. Now, as for her diaphragm joint, she can go back a lot farther than most Hasbro stuff. Go forward more than most Hasbro stuff. To the side, rotate. Let's see. She got under here. Nope, that's all one solid piece under there. So legs can go out more than Hasbro. Legs can go that far forward, but it starts to jet out a little bit. No thigh swivel or anything like that. A little bit actually up here at the joint itself, but not that great. Double jointed knees, which go back that far. No boot swivel or anything like that, but she has McFarlane joints at her, like ball joint things at her ankles, so they can go that far forward, that far back, and then if you want to twist it, you could get some serious ankle pivot out of it, and then toe joint, which toe joint is useless, as I will say forever, to the ends of the earth. Toe joints and finger joints are the worst joints ever. And in case you are wondering, she can get into the iconic Wonder Woman pose, unlike most other Wonder Woman figures that have been made by every other company. So here you go. Look at that. How fantastic is that? Why is my camera so low? Let's raise you up a little bit. There you go. But look at that. That's fantastic. That's absolutely wonderful, pun intended. And now let's get into some size comparisons. Here she is next to the Action Comics 1000 DC Multiverse McFarlane Superman, and I think that this is all right for what it needs to be, because I think in my brain Wonder Woman is an Amazon, you know, like as we all know, Wonder Woman's an Amazon, so she should be really tall. So if you wanted to fudge this in and make this like a, you know, because I've seen people take this and repaint the yellow on the S to make it a Kingdom Come Superman. You could use this as a comic Kingdom Come Wonder Woman. You realistically could. If you really wanted to do it, you could do it. You know, it's your collection. You do whatever you want to do as long as it makes you happy. And then here she is next to another female figure. I don't have any other female figures from the line so far. I do not have the normal suit Wonder Woman 1984 Wonder Woman. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't have that yet. Nor do I have Harley, because Harley didn't look that great to me. But I think that this works. I do. I think this works well for what it needs to be. So, and they're obviously not supposed to go together. They can if you want to, like I said, but they don't have to go together because movie, comic. So, now if you wanted to put her in your video game display, you could do that as well, because she's a little bit taller than Batman. She's a little taller than Joker. You know, she's an Amazon. She's tall, and she's in armor, so she's taller. Now, if you wanted to do a multiversal trinity of sorts, and you wanted to have a comic book Superman, a movie Wonder Woman, and a video game Batman, then you could do it. You could do it, and it actually... Like, is it just me? I think it looks good. maybe I'm weird, you know, but I like it. I like the idea of these three together. I will try this again when I get the normal suit one to see how these three look together, because I've seen people use the comic book Batman, but we all know that figure is absolute trash. This figure, however, compared to some other lines, here she is next to the Mafex Justice League Wonder Woman, and definitely would not work if you wanted to put this in your Mafex display, unless you wanted to do some serious camera trickery and do something like this, which, you know, that could definitely work if you want to do something like that, but just like this next to each other does not work. And here she is next to the Hulk. It's Jennifer Walters' She-Hulk, but this is like her when she goes full Hulk, so they call her Hulk now. So I don't know the whole story behind that, but great figure, and this is a nice comparison. And now here she is compared to my custom Bane, which is kind of Mezco-y, I guess, at this point, with how much cloth is on there. I'd say it's kind of like a custom Mezco. And then also an actual official Mezco in the Vigilante Daredevil, which I finally was able to get my hands on this, which I'm so happy about. And this does not work. This does not work. As I always say, you want to do some camera trickery, it could work. Anything could work. But this doesn't work that well. Also, have you guys seen the Mezco Wonder Woman that they put up for pre-order a couple days ago from when I'm shooting this? It is just, mwah. It's beautiful. Also, I've noticed I've literally done the chef's kiss like in every video now as of late, and it just, wow, all right. But it looks so good. The pictures that D Amazing shot for those are just oh man, he always makes the top shelf, just top shelf ACBA stuff. But like that, though, with the Wonder Woman is just, oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And this will not work with those. But I don't care, because this figure is fantastic, and it'll work with whatever you want it to work with. So overall, I absolutely adore this figure, as you can tell from this review. It does have some problems, like I do wish that it had thigh swivel, but that's a big problem that McFarlane has just in general. And a lot of the time, it's not that big of a deal, because really when you think about it, like, neither does Mafex. Or like Figuarts, they don't really technically have thigh swivels. Some of their figures do, but a lot of them don't. And it still works, you know, it's not like a big old problem. Her thighs are very long, but Gal Gadot has long legs, so, you know, it is what it is. And also, I was wrong. I thought the stand wasn't holding this up, but I just apparently did it wrong because I'm an idiot before. Because this is gonna look so cool on my shelf like this. I hope that at some point we get a cheetah, but since they've never officially showed off how she looked, like other than the leaks that we've gotten from like the Lego set and the pops, we don't really know what she's gonna look like in the movie, and we'll have to wait until August 14th, you know, to see, and hopefully it doesn't get delayed anymore. Hopefully everything is back to normal by then, because I want to see this so bad. It looks so good. And for whatever reason, I have like an infatuation with the year 1984. I don't know why. There's just a lot of things that happened that year that were like, or at least like a lot of things in media that, you know, like there were a couple things that actually happened, you know, then, which was 84. What year did Return of the Jedi come out? I can't remember. Was it 80? It may have been 84. I can't remember, honestly. I think it was. Part of my brain wants to say 84. I don't know, though. That might be wrong, and I'm going to get absolutely ripped apart in the comments if that's the case. But, like, we got the American Horror Story 1984, which was so fun. You know, that obviously was not real. But, you know, we get a whole lot of stuff from 1984, and it's fun. It's just, it's a nice, it really rolls off the tongue well. Like, you know, Wonder Woman 1984, American Horror Story 1984, you know, the year 1984. That just stuff kind of works. And overall, I'd give this figure, like a 8 out of 10, maybe. I'd say dock a point for maybe the hair being incorrect, because the hair's a little short up here. I don't know why, but it is. And then maybe for like the gangly limbs a little bit, like the limbs are a little long, but that's just something that McFarlane has been doing and they've been trying to fix. So, you know, it's a great figure. I love it, and I definitely recommend it. If you're a Wonder Woman fan, if you're a Wonder Woman, you know, this suit fan, if you, I don't know, want to use it for a custom or something, if you want to use the wings for like a Hawkgirl custom or a Hawkman custom, then that'll work. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya, and be safe out there.